Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. I just sat down and Finn's getting up. I guess he thinks I'm bothering him or something. Not sure what he's doing. Come here. I don't think he'll stick around. So, today's topic is going to be, how come pain goes up right before I try to plan something fun, like a vacation or a visit or something like that? And this came from a viewer, somebody who was asking me this question, like, Dan, can you talk about this? Because I'm supposed to go visit my mother on Tuesday, and my pain's been awful for the past few days. And the last time I was there, it was awful as well. So I wanted to get to this question for her, and I thought it would be useful for anybody else who's starting to plan on doing some things. And so before I do that, I'm going to take a couple of nice deep breaths. I'm kind of slouching here on the couch, but breathe in the peace. Exhale the noise. Breathe in the certainty. Exhale the doubt. So, why does pain go up right before I try to do something fun or that I want to do? It's one simple thing. Fear. I guess two. Anticipation. Right? So this lady who messaged me about this said last time she was at her mom's, she had a really tough time, could barely sit for a week, and she just really struggled last time she visited there. So, of course, as she plans a visit, she says, but I love my mom, I love visiting, how come my pain always flares up before I go? Well, I can't say the first time why it happened, but I can say that for anybody who's got long-term pain, and we start thinking about venturing out more or doing things that should be fun, we always have this thought in the back of our mind that goes, oh man, I hope the pain doesn't ruin this. And I've absolutely had some vacations ruined by chronic pain, or at least greatly diminished by it. Once I was in Cancun with my wife, son, and my son's friend, and we were going out to dinner, and I could not get into the back of the taxi cab. It's a little small car, and I was going to cram in there. I literally couldn't get in. It hurt so bad. So I literally had to say, go to dinner, I'll be in bed. And went back upstairs, and full of despair, I laid in bed, just cursing the pain. So why does this happen? Again, I think a lot of it is the fear. And as I always say, fear and the attention we give to the symptoms is what fuels it. So if you're feeling pretty good and all of a sudden you start worrying and fearing that, oh my God, it's going to come back, or I need to do something, or I want to do something, and if it comes back, that's going to really mess things up for me, you're doing both. You're fearful of it, and you're putting your attention on it. And it's just the way the brain works, you know? And so, what's the answer to this? What's the solution? Well, if I were to ask this lady, how much visualization do you do? She might say, oh, I don't know, I've tried that, it doesn't really work. And what I will say is, she does visualization all the time. Anytime you are thinking about the future, you're doing this thing called visualizing. You're imagining the future, which is, in essence, what visualization is. But she's using it in a way that's not conscious, not proactive, not intentional, but accidentally envisioning and visualizing the things that she doesn't want. And inevitably, visualization very often works. And if you're visualizing what you don't want, that's why it's happening. Don't be surprised when it does happen. So, we can proactively use visualization when we start worrying about, oh no, I'm supposed to go to my mom's on Tuesday, and what happens if, oh no, it ruined my trip last time, I couldn't enjoy myself, I had to constantly lay on the couch or on the floor, oh no. Look, you got to become aware of when we're doing that, And then flip the script. Flip the script. Visualize what you want. Visualize yourself having a good time sitting at the dinner table or on the couch and laughing and having a good time. Visualize the drive to and from, with a positive outcome. I will say this. We are always visualizing. We're just not doing it intentionally to try to get the outcome we want. And look, visualization is used in sports all the time, music, theater, all of these things. They use visualization to see themselves succeeding, right? Pre-shot routine, pitchers, think about the pitch they're going to throw before they start the wind-up and throw. Football players, the quarterback envisions the play going down in his head before he calls for the snap. High performers are always utilizing visualization. Golfers, pre-shot routine, tennis players, visualizing the serve that they're just about to hit. If all of those professionals visualized what they didn't want to have happen, it would happen. I used to play a lot of golf. I don't anymore. But if you stand on the tee box and say, boy, I hope I don't hit it in the lake. Hope I don't hit it in the lake. All the brain hears is hit it in the lake. Inevitably, the odds are much higher that it's going in the lake than it is down the center of the fairway. Why not sit there and say, right down the center of the fairway, right on the sprinkler head, and envision that. Because at that point, you're giving subtle instructions to your brain, and your brain, which controls your body, is focused on what you want to have happen. So, I'm going to let that ring, because it's probably my son. I'll grab that after we're done here. So, forgive me with this. I should have turned the phone off. So why does this happen? Stop ringing. All right, there it goes. Sorry about that. So why does it happen? Fear, anticipation, focus. You're essentially visualizing it into reality, and the solution is to visualize what you want, visualize a positive outcome. When you notice yourself becoming fearful of that happening, you just got to flip the script. And it is as simple as that. Don't buy into the fear. Don't visualize the things that you don't want to have happen. And so I'm going to wrap it up there because it's not a complicated process. Why does it always happen? Because we go into these things. So if you're going to think about returning to work and your dominant thought is, oh my God, I hope the pain doesn't come back and force me to quit, or hope it doesn't ruin it, or hope it doesn't make me miserable. You're visualizing what you don't want. And so inevitably the brain will create the things that we think and expect most often. So you got to change the script. Expect the best. You already know that it's TMS. You already know that it's created in the brain. So give yourself and your brain some better instructions, right? It's really important to do that. So, a couple interruptions here between the phone and now Mr. Finney. So, I guess that's it. Love you guys and gals, and I will see you tomorrow. Say goodbye to Finn.